Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another reading vlog. In this vlog, we will be reading, discussing, analyzing, drum roll please. Just play along with me and pretend that you don't already know what we'll be reading by the title of this video. The Spanish Love Deception. Wow, I know, surprising. It's not like I already told you guys I'd be reading this in my last reading vlog. This is another one of those books that has been sitting on my TBR shelf, I think for about 6 months now, which honestly isn't too bad, but still this is the book that has been sitting on my TBR shelf for the longest because of all of the mixed reviews it has. But if we learned anything from my last reading vlog, it is that, say it with me, you cannot let other people's reading experience deter you away from reading a book that you want to read, because you're your own individual with your own mind, thoughts, opinions, which means you could have and will probably have a completely different reading experience from someone else. I'm slouching. This isn't good for my posture. It's because the lighting is just so bad in here. I honestly have no idea if I'm gonna like this book because with rom-coms, I either love them or hate them. There's rarely an in-between. I want to see what all the hype is about though, because a lot of people do love this book, including some of my favorite booktubers. Of course, this reading vlog is going to be spoiler free. I'm excited to crack this open and hopefully get some summer vibes. Like, doesn't this cover, come on, give you just all the summer vibes? To give you guys a quick synopsis in case you don't already know what this book is about. I'm assuming most of you guys do though, because this is really popular. But this is a rom-com that follows Catalina as she desperately needs a date to her sister's wedding because her ex and his fiance will be there waiting to meet him. Thankfully, Aaron Blackford, her colleague, offers up to step in as her fake date, but Catalina would rather refuse because she doesn't really like Aaron that much. Sounds cute. Is it like the most intriguing synopsis ever? No. I'm going into it with an open mind though. I could fall head over heels for this book, but a lot of times if the synopsis doesn't intrigue me enough, the writing can save the day and really make a book. Let's kick back and get started, shall we? The first line of this book is, "I'll be your date to the wedding." This book doesn't mess around, it just dives right into it. I love that. There's no bullshit buildup. Alina Armas, the author, knows I'm a busy woman and is just getting right into things. I love that for me and her and everyone who reads this. Nothing has hit me harder than this line by Catalina. "My size was average. Average for a Spaniard, sure, but average nonetheless. I was 5'3", almost 4. Thank you very much." Yes, Catalina, I totally agree. We are an average size human. I'm 5'3". Actually 5'3.5". So 5'3.5", 5'4", basically same thing, right? Okay, so I just started chapter 2 and we're learning pretty early on why Aaron doesn't like Catalina. Well, at least why Catalina thinks that Aaron doesn't like her, which I guess is pretty understandable, but if Aaron truly hates Catalina because of this, I don't know, it's not a good reason to hate someone. He would just be like holding a grudge that is not really anyone's fault in the first place. Okay, so Catalina is currently in this meeting where one guy in particular, not Aaron, but another colleague of hers, is being pretty degrading towards women, but Lena is standing her ground. And I love how Elena Armas didn't make Catalina this helpless protagonist. No, she has some feist in her. I think a lot of times people on the surface level think of like romances and romantic comedies as pretty shallow, but actually a lot of them do deal with some more serious issues. Like take for instance It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. That book is such an eye-opening book that really makes you gain empathy for, trigger warning, domestic violence victims in a completely different way. I love a book that says something, but if one doesn't necessarily, there's still merit in that too, even if it's just for pure escapism. Aaron has just summed up what I was trying to say about Catalina. Aaron goes, "You'll never need anyone to fight your battles, Catalina. That's one of the things I respect most about you." Exactly, Aaron. Period. This is kind of one of those examples of a classic enemies to lovers line where we start to glimpse that maybe the characters don't hate each other after all. I'm a little confused. Lena's mother just called her short? Excuse me, if Lena is short, then I am short. I am choosing not to believe that. Lena's mother is just a liar. Also, her mom is being kind of mean. She's like, "That dress is not flattering on you. You're short. Green is not your color." Like, damn, that is your daughter you were talking to. Maybe their family dynamic's different, but I don't know. I don't think you should be saying that to your family members. Oh my god, I'm dead. Her mother just goes, "You'll look like a frog, but in heels." Who calls your daughter a frog? Currently, Catalina is getting lunch with her friend Rosie, and Rosie just mentioned someone that Catalina knows that she's kind of interested in. And I know that Elena Armez has another romance that is coming out soon, and I have a feeling just from the context clues that it may follow this Rosie character, because you know how sometimes there'll be side characters who have like little relationships, and they're supposed to be like little sneak peeks for like future novels. We have also learned that Catalina dislikes Aaron because of something he said or did a while ago. It hasn't been said what yet, but I'm curious. It is a bit later now, so I'm back with a reading update and a really awkward angle. But that is because I do have some packages which I received, so I thought I'd open them up on the vlog. Why not, right? And I thought I could discuss my thoughts on the Spanish love deception while we're tearing into these. If you don't already know, one of my other major hobbies besides reading and making YouTube videos is makeup. I love the art in it and the relaxation it brings me. So I have a package here from Sephora, and then I also have an Etsy package. This is something I ordered for my guinea pigs. Sephora was having a little sale. Y'all know how much I like sales. So I picked up a few things I've been wanting to try. All right, so Spanish love deception. The book reminds me a lot of The Hating Game, probably because both are workplace romances. I'm really excited. This is a new Anastasia palette. Sorry, excuse me. The new Anastasia palette, which I do love workplace romances. It's one of my favorite book tropes. Oh my god, that is stunning. The packaging, I don't know if you can see it. I think it's because I love the mundane of the workplace environment mixed in with typically a more hectic storyline. Maybe the storyline's not always hectic, but typically the relationships and romances are more chaotic or complex. Ah. Stunning palette. What can I say? This screams me and fall time. These are like very fall tones. But I love it. So far we are still in the workplace setting. They haven't gone to Spain yet for the wedding, which I don't mind because again, I do like workplace romance. But if you're not into that trope, then this book probably isn't your journey. This is a cream bronzer I picked up from Danessa Myricks. I've been loving cream bronzers lately, and I haven't tried a new one in like a year. So I picked one up to try. This is a concealer I got from Dior. What's really cool about this concealer is that the tip of it is a brush instead of like a usual doe foot. This was something else I got from Dior. It's their lip glow oil. My go-to lip oil that I like to wear for the everyday looks very similar to this. I've heard great things about this formula, so I thought I'd give it a go. Another thing that I'm really enjoying is the Spanish dialogue that's intertwined throughout the novel. I can't get this open. Oh my gosh. Which has just been making the reading experience a bit more intriguing. This is by Makeup by Mario, and it's this glitter highlighter intensifier reflector thing that you can like use as highlighter or over top of eyeshadow to just oomph up your eyeshadow a bit. I will say, I do not know what is being said in the book when the Spanish dialogue enters the chat. All I can really say in Spanish is no habla español. I took French throughout high school, so if the little snippets of dialogue were in French, there's a much higher possibility that I would understand what is being said. I don't know why I decided to blatantly lie to you guys here. If the dialogue was in French, I still wouldn't understand what's being said. It's a complete miracle that I passed French. If you're fluent in multiple languages, I envy you. That is such a cool skill to have. This is a Clinique Cheek Pop blush in Ginger Pop. I do have another blush that is the same formula that I've absolutely been loving recently. I'm wearing it today. This has like a really pretty baked texture. It just gives your skin such a nice natural shine. That is my Sephora haul. I don't know if you guys enjoyed it. Maybe some of you did. Sorry if you didn't. I understand. Makeup isn't for everyone. Okay, moving on to my Etsy purchase. By the way, I am on page, I think I'm about like 75, 80 pages in. I am interested though to see which book I will end up liking more, either The Hating Game or the Spanish Love Deception, just because of how similar they seem to me. This is so cute. I got my guinea pigs a little blueberry pie Heidi house. Oh my gosh. I think you can also use it as like a bed because it came with a little pillow. I've ordered from this Etsy shop before. I love their stuff. All of their items are super high quality. How adorable is this? I couldn't resist. My guinea pigs are like my children. I like to spoil them sometimes. And then I also got this little set. Comes with a little bed and then also a little tunnel for them to run through. I'll have to put these in their cage and show you all. see that she popped corns. That's gonna be it for the reading update so far. I'll probably read more tonight and I will update you guys tomorrow. Peace from the east. Hey vlog, I'm not gonna lie to you all, it has been a few days since I've last been able to read, but nonetheless, we are back at it with the Spanish Love Deception. So I'm really excited to get back into this and catch up on some reading. Okay, so excuse my dog. She's fine, she just wants food, even though she already ate this morning. Relatable, I know. So currently Aaron and Catalina are on their way to this event, and I just now realized how closed off Aaron is. Up until this point, we have not gotten one sliver about anything from this man, but 110 pages later, we just found out a little thing about Aaron's previous life, which is completely different from the corporate world he now lives in. But why is Aaron being so closed off? I'm telling you guys, this man has a secret. Fine. I will play Detective Aaron Blackford if you really want me to. Okay, I like this section. So Catalina and Aaron, they're discussing if they want to consider each other friends. And to Catalina, she thinks that if they're not friends, then they must be enemies. But even though we don't get Aaron's point of view, I have a feeling that he's thinking if they're not friends, then they must be something more. A rabbit fur just landed on my microphone. It's like a magnet. But listen to this line. You are right. His voice was unspeakably flat. Being your friend has always been the last thing on my mind. Come on. He's basically admitting to us that he has feelings for Catalina. And Catalina's just over here chilling, being a bit oblivious. But it's not really her fault because Aaron hasn't flat out stated that he has feelings for her. I understand. That would be a boring book that would only be 200 pages long.
On my face and I'm only 23. And that's just speaking for me. You hit that certain age. It took make a living wage.
It has been a minute since I've last updated the vlog. Currently I am 280 pages through. Call me speed reader Sarah, but I haven't updated the vlog in a while, so I thought I'd check in with y'all. Let me just bookmark. We are finally in Spain though. We have been for like the past few chapters. My favorite chapter of this book so far though has definitely been the soccer scene. If you know, you know. It was so hilarious and cute. I was grinning ear to ear the whole time. I'm definitely enjoying the chapters in Spain more so than the chapters in New York. I think because the beginning of this book really felt like we started off with a bang, and then I don't know what happened. The characters just felt like they were dilly-dallying for like 200 pages or so. The first part felt like this slow build-up for the Spain trip and wedding that the characters were making this huge deal about. I know people consider this a slow burn romance, so maybe like that's not for me. I might be a little too impatient. I feel like though we are finally getting somewhere in the couple's relationship. Still nothing really has happened, but I think it will soon. I hope. Fingers crossed. Finished. And I have some thoughts. Okay, I think I was a bit too dramatic there. I'm sorry, book. My camera wants to focus on Sam. I know Sam's wonderful, but let's focus on me. I'm gonna end up giving this 3 stars, and that's me being generous. I think at first I was trying to trick myself into enjoying it more so than I actually did. In the end, I don't see how this is some people's all-time favorite romance. I think my biggest problem with this book was how much detail, is that even the right word? It wasn't even detail, it was just like nonsense. But how much description the author gave to like everything. And I mean everything. It just felt like everything was dragged on and on. Even like mundane activities the author would take at least a whole page to describe for no reason at all except to drive me insane. I did enjoy some sections of the book, but most of it I found myself trying to speed read just so I could get through it. You know how some writing you want to like savor because you're enjoying it so well? That didn't happen here. I only truly liked the last 100 or so pages. I think the book did get better as the story progressed and we learned more about the characters. I'm sorry I'm being kind of mean, I don't want to. In my opinion, this book was way too long to be a romance, especially since the character development wasn't that deep. It felt like Aaron's only personality trait was to be in love with Catalina. We barely got to know Aaron. I could probably maybe tell you 2 or 3 things about him. That's it. Same goes for Catalina, but since we are in Catalina's point of view, you do develop a stronger connection to her than to Aaron. I will say though that I appreciated how polite Aaron was. Blackford knows how to say his please and thank yous. Okay, that sounds like I'm being a bit sarcastic, but not every male character in a romance is polite, so I did really appreciate his mannerism. If you like the trope where one of the characters takes care of the other character when they're like sick or down, that happens 3 times in this book. I do like that trope. I think it's really sweet because you can see how much the characters care for each other. Other tropes in this book include, obviously, workplace romance and fake dating, but also the single bed trope. The question is now, do I regret reading this 450-page novel? Yes, kinda. I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this video, but not every book is gonna work for everyone. These 2 reading vlogs I've done though recently on my channel where I read books I've been apprehensive about have in the end complemented each other, because one book I did like and then another book I didn't like as much. If you wanted to pick up a workplace romance book, I would recommend either The Hating Game or The Ex Talk over this one. But clearly the 4.03 star rating on Goodreads means that some people do really enjoy this book. So maybe you could be one of those good readers who love it. I think my next read will be a thriller because I just need a story now that's more intriguing and interesting. Another book off my TBR bites the dust. That will be it for this reading vlog though. Let's start a conversation about the Spanish love deception down in the comments below. Also, if you have any specific reading vlog requests, sound off in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give me a thumbs up. It really does help me, my channel out a lot. Or you can comment, interact, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Make sure to comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.